What's up guys, it's Wayne from GamerGab. I think it's safe to say that there was a lot of hype around The Outer Worlds when it came out back in 2019. Developer Obsidian hadn't released a first-person open-world RPG since Fallout New Vegas back in 2010, and everybody's hopes were high that they were going to get to play Fallout in space. While The Outer Worlds wasn't a bad game, it felt a little small. Then, when Outer Worlds 2 was announced back in 2021, many fans were hoping Obsidian would learn from their mistakes. Well, I recently finished the game, and overall I'd say it's good. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. But I think there were a lot of things that could have been done better. So let's get into it.
GamerGab.
Go!
First off, Outer Worlds 2's character creator is unnecessarily complicated. I mean, this is a first-person game. Yes, I know you can toggle third-person perspective in the settings, but the game doesn't function well in third-person. I couldn't even get certain button prompts for usable objects to show while I was in third-person perspective. Anyway, your character doesn't speak, and it isn't shown in any cutscene, so why does it matter what they look like? I'd much rather have a minimal character creator with a few voice options and my character shown in cutscenes. The prosthetic limbs were a nice touch though. The next gripe I have is with the leveling system and skill checks. So many skill checks. I mean, I get that they can be necessary, but I prefer leveling systems where the game reacts to my playstyle, like the Elder Scrolls Oblivion for instance. If you want to be able to run faster or jump farther, then you do those things, and your athleticism skill increases. Your lockpick skill increases by successfully picking locks. If you block an enemy's attack, your block skill increases. You get the idea. Your character gets better playing the way you're already playing. In Outer Worlds 2, even early in the game, whether or not you can do something is often determined solely by whether you've allocated your skill point perfectly. You're trying to get information from a terminal, but you put your last skill point in explosives instead of hack.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
If you want to try to resolve a confrontation peacefully, but you only have 4 points in speech instead of 5,
Disrespect your surroundings!
The game has 12 skill categories and a max character level of 30. That's 2 skill points per level, carry the 2, that leaves a maximum of 60 possible skill points. There are chests in this game that require a lockpick skill of 20 to open. That means you'd have to put fully 1/3 of your total possible skill points toward lockpick in order to get in there. That severely limits your options in gameplay to a ridiculous level in my opinion. At first, I'll be honest, I didn't like the combat in this game at all, but it grew on me and by the end I was having fun with the range combat. Melee is a whole nother matter, and more often than not it's very much a case of bringing a stun baton to a gunfight. Also, with the exception of a few bosses, there are almost no lootable weapons or armor in the game, which I always find irritating. I mean, if I manage to take out an enemy who's using a powerful gun or wearing cool armor, why can't I loot those off their body?
Why?
Outer Worlds 2 offers 5 human companions, each with their own optional story missions, and while the quests were interesting, most of them weren't deep enough to really get to know each character. This is something that I thought Veilguard did really well. In that game, each companion's story arc was long and detailed, and you really got to know who they were, what motivated them, and what informed their decisions. Outer Worlds 2's campaign quests were shallow by comparison, with the exception of Tristan's quest, which was great, and it unfolded along with the main quest spanning almost the entire game. I just wish the rest of the companions had gotten the same treatment. I actually missed Inez on my first playthrough because I actually kinda dropped the Vox Relay on Fairfield and killed her.
Oops, my bad.
All this ranting aside, I did actually like this game. The gameplay was entertaining when not being hampered by skill checks. The worlds were a vast improvement on the first game, and while I found the outdoor exploration to be a little unrewarding at times, the indoor areas and larger dungeons were really well designed, with multiple paths to each objective. The map, on the other hand, is basically completely useless. It's nothing to walk up on a huge body of water or a mountain that isn't indicated on the map at all. I know it probably seems like I'm being hard on this game, but I think that's because there was a lot to like here and these things just fell a little short for me. The best way I can think to describe it is that the game's plot feels like a direct sequel to a game that we never got. Like something came before it and we're starting in the middle. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. As always, GamerGab is powered by Conway Corp high-speed internet service. I'm Wayne and I'll see you next time on GamerGab.
GamerGab.
Go.